And if they don't give us this right here, y'all, I'm officially out from getting the PlayStation Portal. What up, squad? All right, so you guys know, man, that the PlayStation Portal is coming up here in a couple months on its 1-year anniversary. Kind of crazy that this bad boy done been out for almost a year now. And I think it's probably about that time that we actually start talking about the second gen of the PlayStation Portal, or PlayStation Portal 2. Now, before y'all say it, yeah, I know we need something like the PlayStation Vita, because I know y'all are thinking it, or something in that nature. Although I do think this is a that's going to be coming in the future, but if I'm being real with y'all and just realistic, I don't really see this coming for a little while, especially based on how successful the first gen of the PlayStation Portal was. So with that being aside, let's go ahead and just discuss some of the things that I personally like to see PlayStation make when it comes to changes that we're going to need on the PlayStation Portal 2. Now, the first thing to me that needs to be changed on the second gen of the Portal is giving us Wi-Fi 6, which is right now the standard when it comes to Wi-Fi on most of our tech products today, whether it's smartphones, laptops, computers, TVs, you name it. Wi-Fi 6 is the standard. Now with this one right here, man, I'm still a little confused as to why Sony decided to give us Wi-Fi 5 on here, which is the old standard and not as reliable as Wi-Fi 6. Now this to me is the reason why I feel that a lot of people that were out there that got the PlayStation Portal, they were experiencing connectivity issues early on. Now I did do a video where I broke down some of the things, or the best things that you guys need to do when you first get your Portal that's going to help with the connectivity and all that. And so if you want to watch that video, I'll have that right up here, as well as down in the description section that you can watch after this video. But yeah, man, Wi-Fi 6 needs to be on the next one, no question. And I know some of you guys out there might know Wi-Fi 7 is now on the horizon. And yeah, don't get me wrong, it is good because I've been using my Eero Max 7 router from Eero, and man, even my non-Wi-Fi 7 devices got a boost in the throughput, but it's not an industry standard just yet for them to feel like they have to put Wi-Fi 7 on the PlayStation Portal 2. Now, the next one to me, which is for my people out there who are just like me and you love quality displays, and that is I need for Sony to put on the Portal 2 an OLED screen. Now, I feel like this is an opportunity here for them to actually release two different model options. One could be without the OLED, and then another one could be with the OLED display. And I think it's actually safe to say that OLED panels are just starting to pop up everywhere, man, in our gaming monitors. I got an LG OLED gaming monitor behind you guys. I got TV here that's OLED, man. You got the Steam Deck, you got the Nintendo Switch, which literally beat everybody to the punch. And before you guys ask, is there a noticeable difference on a small screen like this when it comes to an OLED panel? 100% that answer is yes, man. You can see the difference. Although I do love the Portal when you guys game on something like this, but I'm telling y'all, man, if you've ever gamed on something like the Steam Deck, it looks damn good, man, and it was a huge selling point for me. Again, y'all, I'm a visual snob, man. I like stuff to actually look good because I feel like if you look good, you play good. At least, you know, that's how I feel. But I think, man, if we can get an OLED option, you guys can definitely believe it's gonna be slightly more in price, probably something like $100 or more or something like that. But for me, I'll be actually cool to pay that, man, because I do feel like, you know, I would at least be getting that high quality display. I just feel like it can't cost more or cost the same as the main console. If that's the same price, then listen, it probably ain't gonna sell that well, to be honest with you guys. I think slightly under that price point, I think they'll be good to go. Now, the next thing I feel is a necessary thing for them to add, man, to the Portal, which is a must at this point, and that is Bluetooth. Listen, if they come out with another PlayStation Portal like the Portal 2 that I'm talking about, and they don't have a basic connection function of Bluetooth on it, I'm cooking them, no question, man, and I cannot give them a pass on that one. I get it with the first gen here, man. Listen, they wanted to push out their new like link connectivity technology, which to me, and I'm always gonna keep it funky with y'all, and I've been saying this since day one, the PlayStation Link technology needs a lot of work, y'all. It was just not a good experience for me over time, as well as when I first tried it. And I know they've been wanting to try and sell the Pulse Elites as well as the Pulse Explorers, which I got both of those, but they need to for real just give us the option to just be able to connect up any pair of headphones that I want to. And also, it includes being able to actually connect up any PlayStation controller that I want. Because if it has Bluetooth, then theoretically, right, I should be able to use something like my DualSense Edge Pro controller, which right now is by far the only gaming controller that I'm using right now for all of my gaming needs, whether I'm on PS5 or whether I'm on the PC. It's legit the best controller on the market, hands down. So, Sony, please, Give us Bluetooth, man, and stop messing around. Now, speaking of the DualSense controller, right? Now, one of the things that I need them to add to the Portal, man, and I don't understand why they didn't necessarily give us this when they released the DualSense Edge Pro controller literally right before the Portal here came out. But I need for them to add paddles on the back of the PlayStation Portal 2, y'all. Like, for me, I feel like this is a major thing, man, that was missing that they could have actually put on the Portal. Like, I've gotten so used to using my paddles on every single game, and being able to program custom button layouts, profiles for just different games, to me is clutch, y'all. Like, I have a profile for Call of Duty. I got a profile for Black Myth Wukong that I've been playing and live streaming here on the channel. So if you guys want to be a part of that, definitely make sure you guys check it out, man. I stream every day here at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, but I also got another one for God of War. So being able to just have custom paddles on the back of the Portal, I think will be clutch, especially when you look at something like the ROG Ally X or the Steam Deck or the Lenovo Legion Go. These all have paddles on the back where you can customize and tailor your gameplay experience. So Sony, man, listen, let's make the paddles happen, y'all. Like, this has to be a thing for the PlayStation Portal 2. We need that. Now, the next thing to me is a major one, man, that needs to be added. And if they don't give us this right here, y'all, I'm officially out from getting the PlayStation Portal, and that is the ability to be able to watch apps like Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, or just other streaming app platforms on the PlayStation Portal. It honestly don't even make sense why we aren't able to actually just stream Netflix or other streaming apps that's already downloaded on our PS5 that we can just watch. I'm like, if the Portal is just a streaming or mirroring device, why can't Netflix work on the Portal if it works and we can see it on our PS5? It just don't make any sense to me. And it's clear that this was an intentional move. So, PlayStation, hear me out, man. Let's make it so the Portal 2 can be able to streaming apps, so that way we can just walk around our house watching something, or we can be in the backyard, or we can be watching some, or we can even be on the freaking toilet, man. Listen, don't act like I'm the only one that be bringing our phones on the toilet. Y'all be doing it too. Don't be acting brand new in these comments. Now, the next thing that we have to get, y'all, is a web browser. Now, to me, this actually goes hand in hand with the streaming app stuff that I just mentioned. Like, the Portal clearly has the capabilities of being able to have a browser. One, the screen is touchscreen, so basic keyboard software can easily be installed and put onto the PlayStation Portal to be able to just navigate and just browse the web. Now, even though I gotta give them credit, they did fix the issue of not being able to authenticate public Wi-Fi, because that was an issue with not having a browser on the PlayStation Portal. If you guys want to know how to actually do that, you can check out the video that I have right up here where I break all of that down. But to me, y'all, I just feel like a web browser would just really open this PlayStation Portal here up to just being more like a mobile laptop-ish or handheld type device that can just do more than mirror the PS5. It would now be seen as a handheld media hub versus just like a mirroring device. And to me, y'all, I'm all here for that. So Sony, let's make it happen. Now, another thing, this one here is kind of like a small one since there's tons of cases for the Portal, but I would actually like to see Sony come out with their own official Portal case that would look good, man, and just be on the same theme as the PlayStation aesthetics like they always do, and have perfect slots for the poster leads as well as the Portal cables and all of that, right? I just feel like this was a huge miss on Sony's part by not just giving us a carrying case. And I'm not talking about like having to buy it after you've already bought your Portal. Like, I feel like a basic case should have at least came with the Portal. So I would definitely like to see this versus having to buy something separately out there on Amazon or wherever. Now, the next thing is something that needs to happen, and that is give us the same joysticks that we have on the regular DualSense controller instead of like the smaller ones that we got on here. Now, I've also put some custom ones on here to actually make them seem bigger, but for some reason they decided to give us smaller joysticks on here when you guys are playing games. And for me, it just don't feel the same. And literally, like, that's the only thing from a controller standpoint that changed, that kind of like gives you a little bit of a disadvantage when you guys are playing games, because it just don't feel the same, especially if you guys are playing something like Call of Duty or other FPS games. Having the same joysticks would just be it's the icing on the cake, y'all. So PlayStation, please give us that on the Portal 2. And I can't imagine that it would actually be that expensive, especially since they're still having to produce in bulk the DualSense as well as the DualSense Edge Pro controller. So Sony, let's make that happen, y'all. Now, the next thing that I need on the Portal 2 is the ability to access the cloud gaming library and just play this directly on the PlayStation Portal 2. Now, this is something that, if I'm being real with y'all, and I gotta keep it funky with y'all, as I always do, and I feel like that should have also been on the current Portal as well as be brought on the Portal 2. Like, we already have access to it on the PS5 if you pay for that service. Like, just give us the ability to be able to stream that over a Wi-Fi 6 connection on the PlayStation Portal. Since to play cloud games, you don't need internal storage, so there literally would be nothing major that they would have to add to the system, since everything will literally be ran on the cloud on virtual servers. So this would be a nice addition to the Portal 2 that I feel needs to be on here ASAP, because now it would actually feel like a device that can stand on its own versus being just a mirroring of the PS5. And the last thing that I need on the Portal 2, y'all, is more color options. And I know y'all feel me on this one. Like, I would love to see them bring the same like custom looks that they do on the PS5 controller designs over to the Portal 2. Now, right now, the only one that they offered is kind of that standard white one that matches the controller. And now for me, I end up swapping mine out, as you guys can see, because I didn't really like that look. And if you guys want to know how to do this and install this on here, I did a video and you can check that out right up here, and I'll have it also down in the description section below for you guys to check out, as well as pick up the kit for this. Now, this is something that I highly recommend you guys do because it just looks better. But yeah, man, we need more colors. At least, like, I feel like if they did like a matte black option, because honestly, the white one, I just feel like it shows a whole lot of dirt from your hands over time, like the oils and all of that. And you have to constantly keep this thing clean, which is another reason why I end up swapping mine out, because you know, it's all black and it just looks fire. And it also feels better in my hands too. So overall, man, Sony, give us more color options. So these are all of the things, y'all, that I was just thinking about that I would love to see them update the current Portal here to have them over on the Portal 2 whenever that drops. But let me know what you guys are thinking, man. What are some of the things that you guys would like to see on the Portal 2 that I didn't mention in this video right here? Let me know down in the comments. Y'all already know I'm always hanging out with you guys down there. Also, I'm streaming again live almost every single day here on the channel, man. It's been a whole lot of fun hanging out with a lot of you guys. If you guys have been in the live streams, let me know down in the comment section below with the W. But yeah, man, I typically go live Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and on Friday, starting at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So pull up, man, hang out with your boy, man, and watch me play some of just like my favorite games or just some hot games that are out. I do live reactions as well, and I just like chilling with you guys, man. And so if you guys want to join also the live stream C Squad, then all you guys got to do is click on that join button right down below, man. Support your boy and, you know, be a part of the squad. Thanks for watching, man. I'll see y'all in the next one, squad. We out.